second America goes into Iran, that's going to be the beginning of World War III. Got more on that? Go ahead.
All of them with shield and helmet. Gomar and all his bands, the house of Gomar of the north quarter, and all his bands, and many people with him. So right now, these other, Libya, Persia, and Egypt, they're going to team together with, Russia against America. They get set up a war because Russia is going to back Iran once the U.S. tries to go in.
On more of this article. However, sanctions are not the only concern. Indeed, Obama clearly says that military intervention is not out of the question by saying that no option is off the table. Furthermore, last month I published an article detailing how Cheney claims that Israel has plans for a preemptive strike on Iran in the works. So Israel, 38:11.
This is Ezekiel 38:11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely. The land of unwalled villages is talking about America, because it hasn't been hit with any type of, destruction from any other place yet.
Hold on, I wanted Jeremiah 49:20. That's the one that I wanted.
Jeremiah 49:20?
Yeah, Jeremiah 49:20.
Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, that he that hath taken against Edom and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Now what is that talking about? Surely the least of this flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock is the so-called Jew. The least of the flock is going to draw out the Americans. And that's why I read that part of the article where Israel plans a preemptive strike on Iran. And then I have another article dated October 14th. Will Israel bomb Iran without notifying the U.S.? In recent weeks, read that again about the least of them drawing them out.
All right. This is Ezekiel 49 verse 20. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
And that's the fake Jews. In recent weeks, intense discussion have taken place in Israeli military and intelligence circles about whether or not to launch a military strike against Iran's nuclear facilities. Apparently, the key question in the debate is how to ensure that the United States took part in the attack, or at the very least, intervened on Israel's side if the initial strike triggered a wider war, which that's what it's going to do. It's going to trigger the beginning of World War III, because Israel is going to attack, Iran is going to be kicking the Israelis' asses, and then America going to get involved, and Russia is going to get involved, and at the end of it, Russia, beginning with Russia, and all the other nations going to shoot thermonuclear missiles to America and destroy it and turn it into a desert. Further down, an Israeli air attack on Iran will close within 2 months, since the onset of winter would make such an assault more difficult. Concern that Israel may decide to attack without giving U.S. prior warning is thought to be the main reason for the visit to Tel Aviv on October 3rd of the U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta. His aim seems to have been to rein in Israeli hawks. So basically, the Israelis is already planning on doing that attack before the winter time. Why? Because it'll make it more difficult if they wait.
Okay, if I bring this out real quick. This is Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
And that's what's going on. They all about to gather in that land around Iran for that World War III. The Lord is gathering them there to destroy them, to destroy all the so-called white man's power structure. At the end of the day, America gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, and everybody that these so-called white people send overseas is gonna be destroyed, gonna be killed. They're not coming back. There ain't gonna be no more send the troops home. The troops are gonna be dead bodies over there.
You know how America at one point was, the highest power structure because, we was the only place that had nuclear capability. Well, now all these other smaller nations, they're now starting to develop nuclear capability too because, Russia is back. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Right, and that's what the weaker nations are saying. They are strong now. Why? Because they got nuclear capabilities just like America. Because America thought that they was going to develop these nuclear weapons to bully everybody into doing what they say. But the other nations got their own nuclear weapons now. So they like, hey, we got some weapons too. If you want to do something, we down for the cause now. That's basically what they're doing. Bring it on. And that's what's going to happen. And these elites trying to bring in their new world order. They trying to bully Iran, but Iran ain't going. Because Iran is backed by Russia. And just like it says in that article, Russia says it's backing up Iran. In the scriptures, I believe it's like 38:8 or 9, that he shall be a guard unto them. Ezekiel 38:8 or 9, it said he shall be a guard unto them. That's what Russia is being, a guard unto Iran. So basically, Russia is gonna back Iran up. Russia and China, apparently. So that's gonna be the beginning of the end once they go into Iran, as prophesied in the scriptures.
Right.
So they're going to do it.
This is Ezekiel 38, verse 7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Be thou a guard unto them.
So it's talking about Russia, and basically, all those that are assembled unto them, are Libya, Egypt, all those different diverse places. Because America is going over there fucking with shit.
Right, they messing with them smaller countries. That's why Russia vetoed that bill for them to try to send help peace operations in Syria. That's what happened in Libya. America didn't like that. Russia is being a guard unto them. Now, and this is more news because things are happening so fast. That's why I printed up a whole lot of articles pertaining to what's going on. This is another article. Insane ban on cash transactions in Louisiana. And that sounds exactly like what it says. Cash transactions banned. Basically, they trying to get rid of money or the dollar bill, or that monopoly currency that we spend every day. All right. Yeah, that's exactly what it's going into. This summer, the microchip drive. This summer, the state legislature and governor of Louisiana passed a law that bans individuals and businesses from transacting in cash if they are considered a second-hand dealer. House Bill 195 of the 2011 regular session, Act 389, broadly defines a second-hand dealer to include anyone other than a non-profit entity who buys, sells, trades in, or otherwise acquires or disposes of junk or used or secondhand property more frequently than once per month from any other person other than a non-profit entity shall be deemed as being in the business of a secondhand dealer. The law then states that a secondhand dealer shall not enter into any cash transactions and payment for the purchase of junk or used or secondhand property. Payment shall be made in the form of a check, electronic transfers, or money order issued to the seller of the junk or used secondhand property. The broad scope of this definition can essentially encompass everyone, from your local flea market vendors and buyers to a housewife purchasing goods on eBay or Craigslist, to a group of guys trading baseball cards. They could all be considered secondhand dealers. Lawmakers in Louisiana have effectively banned its citizens from freely using United States legal tenders. That's
you know how Esau likes to start off small and then work his way up.
Exactly. So if once they do it, all of them is going to do it.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And that's what's going to happen. A lot of you Jason with the devil that don't want to get down with this microchip program.
Y'all said that, like, this ain't how Jesus really look like.
Yeah.
That is true. I believe that the picture of the white Jesus is a picture of Lucifer.
Yeah, it is.
Caesar Borgia.
At the end of the days, people is going to unknowingly worship
The image of the beast.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
And in the Bible, it said Jesus skins color browns and says like sheep's wool.
That's it.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
I'll see y'all later.
Yep. All right, bro.
Hey, you can stand up here and
Yeah,
listen.
you can stand up and listen if you want to. But
Yeah. You want to be part of this song right here.
I gotta be taking my girlfriend there and her two sisters to the art thing.
All right.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive. That's it. I'm gonna start it again. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Listen to the article. Lawmakers in Louisiana have effectively banned its citizens from freely using United States legal tender.
So pretty much this bullshit here, this ain't gonna mean shit.
Exactly.
This is just fucking monopoly.
Yep, that's all it is. But
They pretty much
what are they
used to,
what are they replacing it with? What are they replacing it with? That's the thing. What are they replacing
And if you
it
was
with?
listening, we just read it out the scriptures.
Right. Go
Right,
ahead,
so I'm gonna read it one more
again.
time.
Read it again.
This is Revelation 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right. Keep on, finish it all the way out. Yep.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark,
No man
or the
might-
name of the beast,
Go ahead.
or the number of his name.
That no man might buy or sell save he had the mark. Basically, that's talking about this chip right here. Yep. Hey, you got any questions?
Basically, it's CEO.
Hey, what questions you got? Come on up.
Like I feel like our social security numbers ain't nothing but serial numbers.
Yeah, it is.
And we live in a corporation anyways. For the United States, we got a president. We
Right.
might as well have a CEO. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's why you can't do shit without a fucking ID or a social security
And
card.
not only that, the passports now have RFID trackers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
they finna replace the money. That's what we read these different articles about. Because this is the